I'm Bruce Hildebrand, and we are in God's Goods thrift shop in Bluffton, South Carolina. Today is March the 12th, 2014, and we're very privileged today to have Joanna Barron with us, who has made a wonderful donation of 2 hats that belong to Bear Bryant of Alabama fame. And Mike McComb is here from the Island Packet. He's the sports editor. And Joanna's going to share with us the history and the provenance of the hats. Mike, certainly feel free to ask any questions that you like. Joanna's also brought a beautiful scrapbook. So Joanna, why don't you just share with us, if you will, how you came about and sort of came about to get the hats and kind of some of the history.
Okay. In 1965, I was married to Max Bear, who was one of the stars of the Beverly Hillbillies. And we traveled a lot. We did a lot of tours, and everybody loved the character Jethro that Max played on the Beverly Hillbillies, especially Southerners. And Paul Bear Bryant was definitely a Southerner from Alabama. And he invited us down to Point Clear, Alabama. I think it was in 1966 or 67. And he and Max would play golf together, and Max liked to wear hats like this, and I like to wear hats too. So he either gave them to him, we're talking a long time ago, so my memory's kind of foggy, but he either gave them to him or sent him to him.
And did Bear wear these hats? I
don't know if he wore them or if or he just had a whole bunch of them and he just gave 1 or 2 to Max. But anyway, when I moved, I had a whole bunch of hats, and they just happened to be in with all the rest of my hats, so that's how I happened to have them. But Max Bear and I are still friends, and we talk to each other all the time, so he wouldn't know either.
And did you meet Bear Bryant also?
Oh yes, we would go to Point Clear, Alabama, and play golf with him, and he entertained us down there. Everybody liked the character Jethro. Lyndon Johnson was the president, right, and he invited us to the White House, and he was friends with Nixon. Everybody loved the character Jethro. He was really popular. And when I married him, my dad was really happy that I married him because he liked him too.
Now, did you get to meet any of the football players?
Oh yes, everybody. I got to know everybody. And then when I was living in Atlanta, Rankin Smith was my next door neighbor, and he was the owner of the Falcons. And he used to take us to to the football games, and I didn't know who any of those people were because I don't care about golf, or I don't care about any of that.
That's wonderful. This is a great donation, and again, we're going to be looking for the best home. Mike, do you have any questions?
What made you decide that to do this as opposed to, I mean, when you realized you had the hats, or when you decided to clean house or whatever, what made you decide to donate these here? Or?
I had a lot of stuff, and as I was packing up stuff to give away, I came across these, and I know they have this men's section in here, and so that's why I gave them. I like God's Goods. I came here from the day it first opened, and I'm a born-again Christian, so I like to give to Christian charities.
Did you have any idea that if they were his, that they might be worth something, or?
I didn't care. I'm too old to care about any of that kind of stuff. I had a dress that belonged to Jean Harlow. I have no idea where that is. Yeah, I did. You know, when you get older, you don't. Things don't have the same value as they did when you were young.
So you don't know if he actually wore these. You just know that that's where they came from as a gift from. Okay. Yeah. When you would see Bear, did he wear these hats like when you would see him?
Yeah, he always wore a hat.
But at this point, if it did turn out to be hats he wore, I would think that there'd be a high amount of interest in them from people that are crazy about those kind of things.
Yeah.
And are you intent on selling them here, or what is it?
Well, I think we're going to ask for professional assistance because they're obviously iconic, and we know they have some value. So we're going to do some additional research. We have folks on staff that will assist us, and I've even heard a rumor, Mike, that you may have some contacts. So we're going to pursue that, and They've obviously been worn. They're not. They're certainly not.
They're very dusty too.
They're not brand new. And I remember watching Bear on TV, and this houndstooth hat was what I remember him wearing all the time.
So I can't really testify as to whether they came
Yeah.
off of his head to Max's head. I just know.
For some people that might not matter,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
But they came from Bear to Max, and we know that. And if somebody has a hat, they certainly would wear it. Diana, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate your kind donation. We're going to do some research on the hats. We'll let you know exactly what happens. So again, God bless and thanks a lot, and we'll look forward to finding out the final results.
Thank you, and God bless you. I hope someone gives you $1 million.
Oh, thank you so much.